Why do you think Vietnam has been so quote unquote successful despite all this hardship they've been through?
Great. So I would say one is resilience. Definitely when you've been fighting for so long, we're talking about over 2,000 years, and different groups that have come in. The second one is resourcefulness. The Vietnamese, I mean, I come from a Vietnamese background, although I live in the States for a long time, is very resourceful, right? You work hard, you find food, you find ways to make ends meet. And of course, Vietnam has the luxury of the development of Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and other Southeast Asian countries to learn from so that they don't make the same mistakes, although you can avoid it. And then finally, I would say the government policies have been very open, signing many treaties and free trade agreements. Especially the most recent one is a comprehensive strategic partnership agreement with the US. But they also signed with China under the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreements. They also have an EU one as well, and they're working on one with Russia. So one thing that's great about Vietnam now is they know how to politically balance the big players or the global players and still maintain neutrality and still do business with them. So how could you have agreement with China and the US?
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Right.
That's pretty good. So I've had a few people on the podcast say this. I want to get your opinion, right? A few people said that they compare Vietnam now to what Japan and Korea, South Korea, like 20, 25 years ago. Do you think that's a good assessment?
I would say more towards Korea. And then in the 70s, they had the 4 Asian tigers. So you had South Korea, you have Taiwan, Singapore, and one other country, and Hong Kong, right, in the 70s that really grew as the Asian tigers. Japan is a little bit more developed. Korea has been in recent years. So I would say Vietnam is the next group of Asian tigers to really develop and grow. So I would say it's akin to more to Thailand and then some to Korea in the nationalism, the focus on technology and education of the youth, and of course, the large population size.
So why do you think Vietnam is so set up for success versus Laos or Cambodia or any of those countries? Like, why do you think Vietnam's like taking advantage of the opportunity, so to speak?
Unfortunately, Cambodia, I mean, large part of the population and the educated population was wiped out, and you only have 15 million
the
people.
Pol Pot thing and stuff.
Correct, yeah, in 79. So when you have a whole generation of educated folks being wiped out, it's hard to recover quickly, right? And then Laos is just such a small country, and they want to focus on happiness more so the economic development. The other one would be Thailand, right? Thailand has been developing since rest and relaxation after World War II. But it's gone to a saturation point where there's a little bit more focus on tourism without building really all the other industries, or it's a little bit too saturated. So Vietnam is in a great position. We call it kind of like the golden triangle period now. 70% under 35 years old, 50 under 30 years old, 100 million people. But in the next 10 to 20 years, it'll be another 20 million people, right? That the age want to give birth. And the Vietnamese believe in giving birth because they feel they have an abundance to take care. They're not the level where they're so developed and the cost is so high that you don't have children. So 100 million people, 50 of them become couples, 25 kids, 25 million children very easily. So then it would be number 8 or 7 in the world based on population size.
So since I've been here, like I just there's a vibe here. Like you just feel the energy, the entrepreneurship, the tech stuff, people starting businesses, people like trying to live their lives. Like, and like, has it always been like this in this country? Like always like this vibe here, like this like electricity, so to speak.
Yes, we consider kind of like the hustle culture, really hustle, making ends meet. I mean, I've only been coming here since 1999, but definitely since then, it's always been like that. But now the money is bigger. The foreign direct investment is bigger in GDP. I don't want to always speak about the positive side.